Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another 2-Minute Truth. I want to ask you about fear. Is fear your enemy? Is fear a liar? Is fear your friend? You know, I think it's true that fear can be all of those things. It is at times our enemy, it is at times a liar, and it is at times our friend. Think about this. In Proverbs, we learn that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. What does that mean? Well, think about before you were born again, when you first heard the gospel clearly preached. When you first heard that you're a sinner, fallen short of the glory of God, and that without forgiveness, without redemption, you were on your way to a place we call hell. Eternal separation from God. Because God is holy and just and righteous. And He has a standard that is very high. When you first learned that, you probably experienced some healthy fear. The fear of the Lord. But if you're born again, then that fear spurred you to action, which is what it was supposed to do. It was your friend. It caused you to take action in responding to the gospel, in putting your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, in crying out to Jesus and saying, Lord, save me. I need you. Forgive me. Redeem me. And you became born again on your way to heaven, to an eternity with Christ, an eternity with God. See how fear was your friend? In Matthew chapter 15, the disciples are in a storm on a boat, on the sea. And Jesus comes walking, and they're already afraid of this storm. And Jesus comes walking on the sea, and they say, it is a ghost. You see, they're even more afraid. And Jesus says these words to them, it is I. Do not be afraid. Do you know that Jesus doesn't want you to live in fear? Yes, fear can be your friend when it motivates you to action, particularly with regard to the gospel. But when you're born again, Jesus doesn't want you to live in fear. You don't need to be afraid. Jesus says in the storms, in the struggle, in the chaos, in those things that promote fear, fix your eyes on me, on Jesus, and do not fear.